It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Oh, my little puppy dog is going to be the death of me. This girl is so accident prone. So I talked to you yesterday about what happened to her foot. She's doing better, but she's definitely favoring it a lot more. But she won't keep her stupid bandage on it. And I've done literally everything to try and keep it on her foot, but she keeps pulling it off. I even put the cone of shame on her, but then she couldn't eat or drink, so I had to take that off. And so finally, I'm just like, you know what? We're just going to hopefully let it scab over and hopefully heal. So I'm going to... I don't know. Last night, I was trying to re-bandage her foot, and she was not having it. By the end of the night, we were both mad at each other, both sitting on the opposite ends of the room, not looking at each other. We were both in bad moods. I was trying to redo her bandage on her foot, and she literally jumped onto my head and was just like, no. And I'm just like, if you waste all of this bandaging that I am trying to put on your foot tonight, I'm going to be very angry. And she did. And so... yeah, I finally had to lock her in between my legs and wrap her foot up really, really quick. So yeah, by the end of last night, we were both very angry with each other. This morning, she loved me again, but dogs, man. Dogs. I'm going to have to get her like those little booties so she quits hurting her foot, or at least so that one will heal. Ugh. Z103, it's Katie Lee, and it's time for your 2 o'clock tea. I'm not going to lie, it's kind of lame today, so I'm sorry. I'm going to give you whatever I can find. There is a new teaser for season 5 of You. I looked at it, and honestly, it looks pretty good. I haven't been, completely paying attention to You, the TV series. But I might have to jump into it again. I'm not going to lie. Beyonce did a Levi's ad that kind of remakes a commercial from 1991. You know, they say the 90s are currently in style again. And then due to high demand, the When We Were Young festival featuring Blink-182, Panic! At the Disco, Avril Lavigne, they've added a second date. They usually have 2 dates. I mean, if they wouldn't have, this would have been the first year. It's been slowly dying, I think. I went to the first year, and, it was awesome, but not enough to justify the price for it. Holy cow, it is expensive. And then Halsey has a new teaser for her, she released a new teaser for her next single called Safe Words. So, new music from Halsey, I'm all about that. That's your 2 o'clock tea here on Z103. I was watching a TikTok of a girl. She went to that one really expensive store in, I think it's Hollywood, that has just the food is just so ridiculously expensive. And do you want to know what she got? She got one single strawberry. One strawberry. And do you want to know how much this strawberry cost? It was $19. It's a Japanese strawberry. That's $19. It's supposed to be the absolute amazing and best strawberry that you ever have. And she said it was. But I'm just like, if you spend $20 on a strawberry, you'd better say that it's the best, because what? Z103, it's Katie Lee. This is a really cool story that I found on eastidahonews.com. We have a local woman who is turning her passion into a worldwide fashion statement. So Idaho Falls designer Angela Levitt started making dresses as a way to battle depression. But now her stunning one-of-a-kind designs are catching international attention. And she has actually been invited to showcase her work in New York, Paris, Milan, London, the big fashion industry cities. Absolutely crazy. Angela says that sewing became her therapy and is now taking her places she never imagined. And I'm not going to lie, I looked at her designs and they are gorgeous. They're amazing. I understand why she's been to all of these major cities now all over the world. So she says that she hopes her story inspires others to chase their dreams, from Idaho Falls to global fashion industry. That's pretty friggin' awesome. You go, Angela. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of sad. Joann Fabrics has been struggling in a major way, I guess, and now they are just throwing in the towel completely. And so all the stores are going to be closing after working and being open for 82 years of business. What? I have so many memories in Joann Fabrics. Some good, some not so good, but I remember spending a lot of time in Joann Fabrics when I was learning how to sew, and I'm kind of bummed. But I need to know when the liquidation sale is because I need to go and get some stuff. Idaho's #1 hit music channel, Z103. It's Katie Lee, and I've got some snack news for you. Today, we're talking about some fast food snacks. Arby's recently announced that their potato cakes are back permanently. Not gonna lie, don't really care for those. Taco Bell says that their cantina, Caliente Cantina menu. They've got all new things for it, and it's kind of meh at the best. Like, it's stuff that they've already had. So, whatever. This one sounds so good. So, Sonic has a strawberry mangonada slush. Like, it sounds so good. So, 10 shakes of tahini, real strawberries, and slush mixed with mangonada syrup. It looks really, really yummy. Dairy Queen orange cream shake. Nothing Bundt Cakes has Oreo cookies and cream bunts. They're back in all 3 sizes. And yeah, that's what we got for snack news. I really, 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 really want that mango nada. It sounds so good. Z103, it's Katie Lee. I've got your I Want to Know question of the day. What's a trend that you accidentally started following? 208-524-1033 or go comments on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. For me, I accidentally got into the slang words these days. So like it's giving, bruh. There was another one, holding space. I don't use that one quite often, but it pops out every now and then. Pop off. Yep, that one's a little annoying. So that's mine. Over on Facebook, Z103 Idaho, Jessica says, buying way too many Stanley Cups. Oh, no. Let's see. Mike says, calling everything a vibe, even my dog's naps. Okay, but like same, because I say vibe all the time for just about everything. Tyler says growing a mustache as a joke, but now I can't get rid of it because, people actually like it. There are so many people with that there are so many people that grow the mustache as a joke because, it became popular with like that Top Gun thing. And everybody's just like, I could do that. And not gonna lie, some people can really pull off the mustache. So, Megan was talking to me about, we were messaging back and forth, and she's just like, I started wearing claw clips out of laziness. But I think we both can agree on that one, that claw clips are really handy. So I want to know what's a trend that you accidentally started following. 208-524-1033 or go comments on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. Egg prices are ruining everything. So Waffle House recently announced that they were going to be adding a surcharge to meals for egg prices. But guess what? Denny locations are also going to be doing it. But McDonald's says that they won't do any egg surcharges. But they are also launching $1 McMuffins on their apps. So I don't like McDonald's, but that's cool. I like that. Idaho's #1 hit music channel, Z103. It's Katie Lee. So we're getting in deep today for the heart to heart. So the question that I want to ask you is, where do you draw the line with flirting and cheating? Because there's a new poll that says 51% of people might actually end a relationship over flirting, especially if their partner tried to hide it. Honestly, I'm kind of agreeing with that. But what really counts as crossing the line? Because there's a lot of other things in this poll. So chatting with an ex, 60% says nope. Watching certain videos, 23% thinks that that's a big problem. Steamy romance novels, 70% or 79% say that it's totally fine. And then even dancing with somebody else is mostly okay, unless we're talking about other types of dances, then it's an issue. So with all of that data that I just gave you, let's talk about this real quick. At the end of the day, you're going to have to remember that every relationship has its own rules. It's not about just what you do, but how your partner feels about what you do, okay? So how do we know this? The key to this, honest conversations and clear boundaries, understanding what your partner's boundaries are for each other. Because something that feels like nothing to one person is going to feel like absolute betrayal to the other. So find a line with each other and set up those conversations and those boundaries. Okay? Katie Lee here on Z103, Idaho's #1 hit music channel. This sunshine is doing things to me. It's like I'm reborn again. Like this week, I am so excited for it. Like even just today, yesterday was windy. Today was pretty nice. I'm not going to lie. I went home today and I'm just like, should I get my longboard out? Could I get my longboard out? I don't have time to go longboarding anymore, but this weather has just got me thinking that I can do things again. Winter was rough. And I think we're finally getting to the point that spring is making its way here. I mean, obviously, we're hitting March. Usually we get a couple more winter vibes going through, but I feel like spring is making its way in. And I sure hope so, because I can't do this anymore. I want to go ride my motorcycle. I want to go longboarding. I want to go on walks with Nix out in the sunshine. I need spring, even if it is mushy and muddy and all of these things, and I have to give Nix a bath every single night. I'm okay with that. I just need warmth. Z103, it's Katie Lee, and I've got your Daily Dummy. All right, we're in Florida. Shocker. Police arrested a guy over the weekend for some really weird behavior. And just listen to the story. So we have 32-year-old Gabriel Garcia. He was causing a scene outside of a restaurant, but he was holding a life-size Chucky doll. And he was just, doing some not nice things that a Chucky doll would do in a movie. And witnesses say that he was lunging at passerby, scaring customers, and making bizarre threats, all while Chucky just stared menacingly. Not cool, man. Not cool. So police arrived at the scene. Garcia refused to cooperate, leading to struggle. And it turns out that this Chucky fanatic was also already on probation. So now he's facing multiple charges that includes disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. So just so we know, just because Chucky got away with it in the horror movies doesn't mean that you can do it in real life. Don't do it in real life, because there are some people in this world that'll probably take a little bit more action than just passing by. So don't mess with me. Chucky in real life? No, I will not just pass by. Hate that. Katie Lee here on Z103, and my friends, I am out of here for the day. I'm going to go enjoy what's left of the sunshine out there. So with that, y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.